Good evening, everyone. My name is John Michael Bray, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for this evening. I want to welcome everyone to Heaven on Earth, and on behalf, I think we need an applause for this one.
Once you get close, you'll know what I've known. You're such your hope. I've never been more sure that every moment has led to this.
Something I've noticed about Mira is that she likes to get to know people. She's an excellent friend matchmaker and is always trying to get friends with similar interests to meet. Mira's thoughtfulness extends to all those she meets: waiters, cashiers, concierge, even someone she just met. So now a little about Mira and Michael. They were a well-established item when I first met Mira, but it was easy to see right away that they had something special and a relationship that was meant to last. Sometimes you can just tell right away if a couple is in sync, and before I even met Michael, I could see that he encouraged her independence, supported her dreams, and that they were one of those power couples where their relationship amplifies their individual strengths. For those of you who don't know, Mira and Michael lived just on this side of the safe part of town, and I remember one morning when Mira had to work, Jess and I needed to get the keys from Michael at the hospital. He took extreme measures to make sure we didn't walk through the sketchy part of town, and I remarked then, if this is the kind of care and concern he has for two of Mira's friends he just met, then he's probably up to the task of taking good care of Mira's heart. That trip also showed me that Mira and Michael are really good at having fun together. They work hard and play hard, whether it's on their annual trip to Costa Rica to surf, exploring a new hiking spot a couple of states over, or cruising top-down through the Italian countryside. I remember Mira telling us a story about a hiking trip in New Zealand, where her feet got badly blistered on day one, but Michael encouraged her, maybe more than she would have liked, and they both made it out in one piece a couple of days later.
Pinpoint this moment right now.
A loving partner is safe shelter. Whoever finds one has found a rare treasure. A loving partner is something beyond price. There is no measuring their worth. A loving partner is a life-saving remedy, and those who respect their Lord find true love, for as a person is, so is the one they love.
We have come together as God's family to share the joy of Michael and Mira as they seal their love for each other. In the presence of God and before you as witnesses, they are to pledge themselves to each other for the rest of their lives. They now invite each of you to join them in sharing the joy of this celebration and to pray with them that God may bless their marriage.
Brothers and sisters, strive eagerly for the greatest spiritual gifts, but I shall show you a still more excellent way. If I speak in human and angelic tongues, but do not have love, I am a resounding gong or a clashing cymbal. And if I have the gift of prophecy and comprehend all mysteries and all knowledge, if I have all faith so as to move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give away everything I own, and if I hand my body over so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. Love never fails.
They
jacket after Providence. Baby, don't worry, it's all inside your head. Tell me what you want to know. And I will
So Mira and I met in... Can everybody hear me okay?
Being loud is not my problem.
Mira and I met in Sudbury, a small city in northern Ontario made famous for Stompin' Tom and the Big Nickel. It's exactly what you think it is. And where we have camps, not cottages. We met during our awkward elementary days that were also the beginning of a very unexpected friendship that has, over the last 20 years, been built on a solid foundation of what I would say is a dash of sarcasm, some level of inappropriateness, and plenty of shenanigans. Over the years, I've watched Mira develop some impressive skills and abilities that likely have contributed to her success today. Number one, multitasking skills. If you ever want to know what Mira's brain probably looks like, imagine a browser with about 2,000 tabs open all at once, all the time. Leave it up to Mira and I'm sure she could run a non-for-profit company while planning world domination. Mira was that girl in high school who made it all seem so easy. She would get straight A's, party like a rock star, and always made sure her friends were fed well with yummy Croatian treats. Nada, you have taught your daughter well. Which brings me to number two. Mira's sleeping abilities, aka power naps. Anywhere, anytime, and without warning, these power naps can happen. I mean, who doesn't love naps? But Mira has elevated the power nap game to a whole other level. I've witnessed her practice her power napping abilities during parties, bars, and even during conversations. True story, Mira fell asleep at a bar in New York. Need I say more? We know more about each other than we probably care to. We've laughed together, cried together, laughed until we've cried, and have ventured to parts of the world that make up some of the most fondest memories that I have of us. My Mzungu and my partner in crime. Love you.
And Mira, have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage?
We have.
Will you love and honor each other as man and wife for the rest of your lives?
We will. I, Michael, take you, Mira, to be my wife. I promise to be true to you in good times and bad,
in sickness and in health. I will love you and honor you all the days of my life.
Mira, take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Michael, take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Not knowing what left to look for in life, I began to lose hope. Found it harder to cope with everything around me, and then people that would doubt me. Oh, I was in a place that I didn't want to be.
I want to thank everyone for traveling essentially from all four corners of the planet to be here with them to celebrate in their special day of love, of joy, and of unity. I met Michael about 8 years ago, and in fact we met at Barbarian Steakhouse, one of the best steakhouses in Toronto. And I couldn't believe it because here's this Calgarian who's half of my size, and he polished back a 16-ounce New York steak and helped me polish down 2 bottles of red wine, and I knew right away that I was going to like this guy. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, so let's get the wedding party out here, shall we? Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Mira Porter. are now going to enjoy their first dance as a married couple.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my life with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Mira and Michael. As Mark Twain once said, to get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. Mike and Mira, we wish you a long and loving life together that is brimming with joy, laughter, and love. The bride and groom.